off. I hope only one. So, Rutuja, great win today. Congratulations. Same opponent in a week's time, Valentini. What was different today? And this is probably one of the biggest wins of your career. So, how do you feel about it?
Well, thank you so much. Obviously, like when the draw came out, I was a bit, not scared or anything, but I was just like, oh, again, because I've seen her play and I played against her, and I know, she's going to put a lot of balls back, and she doesn't give a lot of rhythm because she's more like a counter puncher, and I like to be aggressive. So in my head, I was like, oh, it's going to be a long match, and it was going in my head. So first set started really well, 3-love up. The conditions were really difficult for me, I felt, because it was very windy and the wind was swirling around. So I think there was no rhythm as such in the first set. Like, even though I went up 3-0 really quickly, I found that I had no rhythm. But then, like she went, like even last week when I played her, when she takes her level up, like she doesn't miss, and that's what she did. And yeah, like suddenly I'm like down 5-4, and then I lose the set 6-4. Then in the second set, I just kept telling myself, just stay with her, because even last week, like she was up 5-2 in the second, and I was able to crawl back into the match. um, I think I broke her at 4-3, and I think that just gave me a little bit more confidence. And then that was it, because I was like, no matter what, just stay on the aggressive side. Don't let her dictate the points, because if I'm on the move, it's not going to be easy for me to like go where I wanted to go. So I felt like I stepped one step closer to the baseline, which really helped, and I was able to move her and stick to my game style, which really helped.
If you can just go back to the second set, the first 2 or 3 games
Yeah.
were very, very difficult.
Yeah.
You were down a game, and then you clawed back, and then
Yeah.
again you were down a game,
Yeah.
again you clawed back.
Yeah.
So, what was going through your mind at that time?
I mean, like I said, like I was really struggling with the wind. Like I couldn't just find the right toss for my serve. So I just kept telling myself, like like even if you get broken, just focus on the return games. My return games are one of my strong parts of my game. So I just told myself, just hang in there. Don't think too much. Ki, oh, if you hit here, you hit there. Just don't think anything of that sort. Just keep the score line close. Keep the score line close, which actually helped. Which is why I think I was able to break her at 4-3.
The theme is that you've been running into a lot of the top players in the last
Yes.
few months,
Yes.
time and again. So, has your approach changed towards playing with the big players?
I'm gonna be honest. Like when I won this match and I came outside, like I was kind of very emotional, because when my coach walked in front of me, I was just like in tears. And then he's like, "What happened?" Because he's Aniket is traveling with me for the first time. So the last few matches when I played against like better girls or top ranked girls, like in the tournament, Kedar sir and Swapnil were there with me. So like when I started crying, he's like, "What happened?" And I was like, I just felt like I broke the barrier. Like every time I've played, like the last few months, like every time I've played someone, I've dug deep, but I've not come back on the winner's side. I've always like played a 3-setter. So I just felt like there was this barrier that was like, it was heavy on my chest, that I was able to overcome, and I was just really happy with it.
You're on your way to becoming a big player.
Oh,
So,
hopefully.
in a few previous interviews, you mentioned that you want to break into the top 250, and that's your goal. So, any areas of your game you feel that you can still improve to achieve that goal?
I mean, obviously, like there's so much to improve all the time, and like I said, like I've not just, but I've shifted to Kedar Sir's academy, and it's been a year and a half or almost 2 now. Like, so I still feel like there's a huge transition that's going on, but I feel like the whole team is understanding what my strengths are and what I need to improve to get to the next level. So like being my strong suit being my ground strokes from the baseline is not going to be enough. So we are working on my serves, we're working on the net approach. I feel like it's getting better, but there's still a long way to go, and I mean it's a process. So I mean you have to improve something or the other every day.
So you're a hard-hitting player, and with that comes a lot of pressure on your physical body.
Yes.
Is there anything differently that you're doing, that you're approaching the physical development?
I think this question is suited for Kedar sir because every time like we are training, like like after the last tournament in Pune, like I had not like an injury but my shoulder, which is like always, which needs to be taken care of. Like I was having some issues, so we decided not to go and play any tournaments, just focus on the coming weeks in India. Those 4 weeks I felt was so brutal, because every time I felt like I did something well, he's like, oh, we need to do this, oh, we need to do that. So like basically my body was under constant pressure of improving, and there was a time where I told him like, so like I cannot feel my body, I cannot train, like I am tired. So yeah, I think this question is suited more to Kedar, so because I feel like there is strength and there is endurance that I need to work on, but then like once that gets better, there's something else that comes up. So
Okay, that's for maybe another interview.
yeah.
There's your fans from your social media accounts have complained that you were away for the last few months. Is that true, or if so, is there any reason behind it?
Not away, but just using social media less. I feel like, no, I don't feel like, but I love reading, but I feel like because of social media, and because I'm not going to blame the situation I'm with my husband, but like we are in a long distance relationship, like he plays cricket, tennis, like we're always away from each other. So like the fact that we're always constantly on my phone was just annoying me. Like there were times when we were just like, I don't want to use my phone, but because you're away from me, I have to use my phone. So yeah, like I just wanted to get back onto the reading part and just spend time with family back home. Like I did use it, but just not post as much.
Okay. So there's the upcoming BJK Cup without Sania and
Yes.
Mr. Rupal.
Yeah.
So two pillars of the team. So how tough is it going to be for the team?
Oof. Obviously, it's going to be a tough task, because I think the group is tough, because it's China, Japan who've come back into the playoffs. Yeah, obviously, having Sania was all like a morale booster, like for me, obviously, because I've grown up, like admiring her and all of that. So yeah, it's gonna be a task, but I think I have, Ankita has, and Karman has played with those girls, and I think we, like all three of us, and like even the new girls, I think we are trying our best to improve and play as many tournaments as we can and be ready for it. And to be honest, like Ankita, Karman and I have played all those girls before, so we know what we are getting into. So we just, it's just another day, and like it's a different story, because we have the flag on our chest, so we are even more pumped. So I mean, all of us are going to be prepared and up for a new challenge. It's a new situation for all of us, so we just have to work as a team and get through it.
Graduating as the seniors of the
Yes.
team now.
Yeah.
So a lot of people wonder that you broke into the WTA top 118 doubles as a 22-year-old. Do you have plans to specialize in doubles, or do you enjoy singles and would want to continue as long as you can?
Yeah, I enjoy playing singles, and I feel like there's a lot of improvement in my singles. I am seeing it the last few months, like the question you asked me, like I've been taking the top girls to the last stretch. So I still feel like there's a lot of improvement, and mentally I really feel like I'm in a better place now to try for singles even more. But yeah, I love playing doubles, and you never know, eventually if I do not break into top 50, I might turn towards doubles. But as of now, no, I feel there's a lot of improvement going on, and if I keep doing it, keep the faith in the process that my team believes into, I think there's a lot more potential for singles.
Fantastic. So today is Women's Day. This is an historic occasion where we have an all-women's team that will be participating in the BJK Cup in Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
So your thoughts on this milestone? Any?
I mean, it's super exciting, because we always had Vishal sir, the lone Vishal sir and Anand sir as the physio, who were like the only men in the team. But this is a new dynamic. Like now there is so many different things that women are taking over, and even like in Pune, the tournament was run by all, like the referees and all was like run by all female team. So yeah, it's super exciting, and like we are actually, I am looking forward to how we get through it, because Sanya is not there and Vishal sir is also not there. So it's a new dynamic, but super exciting, because we know that we can take charge, but we just have to wait and see.
Lastly, for the remainder of the tournament, uh, what is your focus?
I mean, obviously the focus is to win both the events, but it's a new day every day. It's a new challenge. Like, to be honest, like I could have lost today, but I came out on the winner's side. So tomorrow is another day. Just have to focus, get back in, recover, get back into the shape, and just try hard again.
Brilliant. So, lastly, a message in Marathi for your fans from Maharashtra on this day.
महिला दिनाच्या सगळ्या महिलांना हार्दिक शुभेच्छा, आणि प्लीज मला सपोर्ट करत
Okay. Congratulations
Thank
again,
you.
and all the best for the remainder of the
Thank you.
tournament.